Fluttershy's breathing staggered. So did I, but the baby had other plans. Ew! Sweet! My kids are gonna have the same birthday! David Stretcher steered away, while Fluttershy entered another room. I'll need to get an X-ray, Dr. Stable said. Discard some of the device and hung it over his wife's stomach. The doctor examined it with wide eyes. It's impossible, but the baby looks like it's ready to come out. Then what are you waiting for? The Draconicus demanded. You're the doctor. Help my wife. I don't get it. Couldn't Discord just poof the baby out? I mean, okay, he wasn't allowed to say the gender, but couldn't he just go snap fingers and poof, baby out? Like, okay, I can say for a fact that maybe Discord just wasn't thinking because, you know, he was panicking. And plus, maybe Fluttershy wanted an actual birth rather than just poof, baby out. Dr. Stable called for nurses Sweetheart and Coldheart. What kind of nurse? Alright, listen here. The nurses are Sweetheart, that sounds fine, and Coldheart. There's a nurse called Coldheart. So, she literally is a nurse who is a dick. That's... Christ's sake, I freaking hate my life. I just realised that as well. I didn't realise that on my, million read-throughs, that her name was actually, just pure evil. I hope nothing bad happens, Christ's sake. They put on their scrubs and masks and got to the pit and got the pitch to position. Discord had summoned up a mask as well and tightly held his wife's hoof. It's okay, honey, he assured her. I've got you. And this is actually Nurse Coldheart talking, so I have to, put on a really mean voice. Just breathe, ma'am, Nurse Coldheart said. You're doing great. Oh, I see it, Nurse Sweetheart declared. Keep pushing. Fluttershy let out a cry that could be heard all the way from Canterlot. Wow, Celestia must have heard that from, Canterlot. The 5 ponies, 3 fillies, and dragon paced around the waiting room. They stiffened when they heard Fluttershy scream. What are they doing to her? Pinkie Pie squealed. If it hurts that much for one baby, Blargh clutched her stomach. I can't imagine what it's going to be like for me. I'm sure she's fine, Twilight said calmly. When Dr. Stable entered the room, the Alicorn jumped out of her seat. Is she still alive? She asked frantically. The doctor laughed. Fluttershy has successfully given birth to a healthy baby girl and is going to be fine. Everybody gasped. A girl? Pinkie repeated. This is fantastic! Wait. Rarity said. Also, this broadcasting of Daughter of Discord Chapter 2.5 is brought to you by granola. It's brought to you by Crunchy Oat Granola, because they are awesome and taste awesome. So yeah, I'm doing advertising. Other types of cereal and bars are available in other stores. What does it look like? Fluttershy gazed down lovingly at the foal as she cradled it in her hooves. Isn't she beautiful? Discord scratched his head. It looks so normal. The infant was an earth pony with a pink coat, a curl of purple and white hair on her head. Isn't that what you wanted? Fluttershy asked. You said you didn't want a child to be judged by her looks like you were. Yeah, but how do I know it's my baby? The Pegasus was appalled. Discord? I didn't mean it like that. Maybe they gave us the wrong one. I mean, look at it. No snake tail, no antlers. It doesn't even have wings. We both have wings, so shouldn't she have wings? It doesn't make sense. I thought with you nothing made sense. Well, yes, but there's nothing unusual about her. The baby's eyes then fluttered open, revealing them to have purple spirals for pupils. I say it's yours. Fluttershy said, what? Never mind. Fluttershy said, cuddling her daughter. Welcome to the world, little one. Maybe it's that Derpy's, Discord insisted. Discord, stop it! This is your daughter and she did not get switched. I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like you or me. My mother had a purple mane and my grandfather was an earth pony. Still, I need some proof that this is my... He trailed off as the baby started crying. Now look what you've done, Felicia snapped. She looked sympathetically at the foal. Aw, I think she's hungry. Also, we know how babies feed, right? Horses, they do it from the place where, if you watch, Spirits, Darling of the Cimarron, you'll see pretty well. Well, not pretty well, but you'll see. I don't know if that's perfectly where it is, but should I have to do it like that, or do ponies not count because they don't have genitalia? Like, seriously though, I know this sounds really dirty for a person to say. It probably is. It's probably just weird of me to talk about it, actually, but they don't have genitalia, so how do they get thingy thing? I know that it's a kid's show. They don't have to be detailed, specific of the genitalia. That is fine. So why am I talking about it? I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Ignore all my ramblings. They are just ramblings. You didn't hear anything. You didn't hear anything trying to use the force. I'm not inserting another frigging clip. She gasped as a bottle of chocolate milk appeared between them. The baby giggled in delight as it floated down to her. She took it in her hooves and sucked contentedly on the nipple. Discord, she shouldn't be drinking that stuff, Fletcher said, trying to tug the bottle away, only for the foal to get a tight grip on it. I didn't give her that, the Jaguar said, holding out his hands. I swear! Then how? She glanced down at the baby as the bottle slowly disappeared from her hooves. She then threw the chocolate milk away, creating a small explosion. Did she blow up the hospital slightly? Like, seriously! Like, some pony probably got hurt. Actually, that's probably where Nurse Coldheart vanished off to, because you don't ever see Nurse Coldheart again, so she probably got killed by the baby. A wide smile spread across Discord's face. It's mine, alright. He bent down and tickled the infant. Coochie coochie coo. The baby let out a laugh as she attempted to squirm away from the delightful torture. Oh, look at her. Isn't she just an adorable little screwball? His face lit up. That's it. We'll call her Screwball. Fletcher raised an eyebrow. Screwball? Wouldn't that be labeling that baby as crazy? Need I remind you of my name? Point taken. She smiled at the laughing foal. Screwball it is. Which one is it? Pinky demanded, eagerly pressing her face against the window of the nursery. The one in the middle. Oh. The one in the I'm trying to think of what was it? No, the one in the middle, Nurse Sweetheart said, pointing. The ponies turned their attention to the pink foal sucking on her hoof. It's, Rainbow speculated, normal. It then opened its swirly eyes. Never mind. Every pony jumped as Discord appeared behind them. I know! Isn't she precious? We named her Screwball. How lovely. Rexy grumbled. Ah! Sorry guys, I still have a really bad heartburn. Heartburn happens all the time for me. It's because of acid reflux and it's buggery and annoying. Right. Ah, she's so cute, Piggy squealed. We had another arrival within the hour, Nurse Sweetheart explained, from a Miss Ditsy Doo. Maybe you know her? You mean Derpy? Rainbow asked. Where's hers? The nurse pointed to the cradle beside Screwball's. Laying inside was a grey unicorn with blonde hair. Her eyes were looking in opposite directions. That's Derpy's all right, the Pegasus confirmed. What's its name? She called her Dinky, the nurse replied. Dinky Doo. Screwball stared in wonder at the large ponies looking at her. She thought they were quite funny, especially the pink one. She then imagined what it would be like tugging that poofy hair. She turned her head as the baby in the crib next to her started crying. She could tell this pony was different from the others because of her eyes, and immediately liked her because of it. She wanted her to stop crying, and a password suddenly appeared in the unicorn's mouth. The pony saw this and gasped. Did I mention that she has my powers? Disgusted in awe. Oh, she's going to be such a troublemaker one day. He clasped his hands together. She's going to make her daddy proud. A baby with Discord's powers? Spike uttered. Oh boy, Twilight mumbled. Yeah! What I don't get is... she has Discord's powers, and Discord isn't that, like, worried that something bad might happen if she doesn't control them. Like, we've all watched Frozen, right? Or anyone who's probably watched Frozen, I've watched it once. Because my brother said it was alright. It would go, well, he says it was better than he thought it was going to be, and I was like, because the advertisements are so awful for the Frozen thing. Anyway, so I watched it, and of course, the one thing I didn't like was how the parents were like, oh, we'll just lock her away, don't worry, when really, it could have been so much more simple. All Elsa needed was a place where she could practice and control her powers. But instead, they just lock her away and don't bother talking about the powers, just trying to hide them. I'll spoil the Daughter of Discord thing now, that she does control powers, so we're friggin' lucky. Nothing too bad happens. So, maybe either one, kids control their powers easily, or two, powers don't work like that. Either way, I'm confused. So that's chapter 2 done.